Wait, do I even have YouTube open? No, I don't. How am I live if I... You know, we're not gonna question it, it's okay. I just did this thing. And if it doesn't want to let me, that's not my fault. And if I pull up the stream on my phone, is it going to give me a 10 million second ad? We're gonna find out. Okay, I can't find my channel. We're off to a good start, let's go! I can't find anything. Yo. We're really in it now. Okay, no, I can find chat. It's okay. Yeah. No, I can. It's fine. Where's my power bank? Okay, Crisis has been a very I found it pretty. Okay, I have chat now and no one's here, so it's okay. I've become irrelevant. I did it. I did what I've always wanted. I'm currently trying to fold up a letter to cover up the screen below me. It's not working very well. I can do this. Oh, let me cook. This is... I'm always incredibly scuffed. We praise the day when YouTube finally introduces hiding the viewer count. Or having just a stream chat, actually, that'd be useful. Chat filter. No, we don't want a filter. How do you even get a top chat on a stream? It's the things that we always wonder. Well done, thank you. It was really difficult, but we got there. I'm glad I have my loyal cheesy pup tell me that. I don't know what I would do without you, cheesy pup. Okay, I've hidden the viewer count. I can't hide the actual screen. That is very unfortunate for me personally. Never mind, I've not hidden it. It didn't work. Oh, no. Okay, I just need to not touch anything. We're good. I'm just not gonna touch anything. That might also include my keyboard. Okay. Okay, this is very scuffed, never mind. No. It's okay. No, it's okay, we're good. No problems are in the stream. I've actually never heard of a problem. Okay. Hi, Snaz. Can you grow a tree in Undertale? If the cooler is emptied on the floor and revisited at the end of the game, a small tree will have grown there. No way! Oh, right, yeah. Oh, the water cooler. Yeah, I knew that one. I thought it meant like at the end of the game. It's such a good thumbnail. I should probably join the build. And I've not even opened the server. That is not a good start. I'm too quiet because normally I'm not meant to be speaking on the starting soon screen, but I just am. Okay, how do I turn on streamer mode? Boop. I did the thing. Now no one can talk to me. Never talk to me. I don't want anyone talking to me unless it's in chat. Ashton! It's you. Snaz, we can help you with algebra. We can be your background audio. Okay, now I need to switch over, but I've not even the server. See, this would be the time I switch over to the server because the music stops. But I'm currently in the middle of opening the server. Bye, Snaz. Oh my gosh, is that Striker Productions? Is that Strikey? Can we just like... Sorry, I'm stalling. The server is not open yet. I'm getting there. You did not call him Snazalicious. I'm gonna go turn off the light. It's reflecting in the chat reflection too much. Okay, that's better. I can read now. I gained the ability of reading by turning off the light. And now the server's open. And now we can go to Minecraft. And there's also new music because I begged Windmills, aka I asked really nicely, and then they compiled another playlist and I grabbed some of them. I might still add some later. But there's like half an hour of other music now. Oh wait, why is there a black edge on it? I'll figure that out later. We got some sick tunes now. And I'm currently trying to figure out how to hide my taskbar so I can play the game. There we go. I'll probably add more after the stream, but I had to gather some. And then I was like, I'm gonna stream in half an hour, and then I quickly did that. And then I just didn't stream it. But hi! Oh, wait, should we get the thing? You know the thing? Tell me if it's too loud, by the way. Or if it's fine. Because I like the volume it's at now. Wow. There we go. Pop. So we're at the squid terraforming today. Hang on, I'm still having problems with having the stream. Sorry, it's like real. Okay, cool. We're finally set up. We can actually do things. Okay, we're at the squid terraforming. We're really close to getting it done. I filled in the ceiling. I did the thing. There's no longer a giant hole anywhere. Oh my god, by the way. Squid. Oh my gosh. Bless his heart. He sucks at terraforming. I don't know what was the deal with this cave. He's not normally that bad, but this one in particular is just Ooh, it was really bad to work with. And even when I did, it was too smooth and too unnatural to build. Like, you see this bit? This was just one line of curves over and over, and I had to, like, cut it down the middle so it looks like these connected some way. And this bit, don't get me started in this bit. Oh, it was so bad. This wasn't even, like, connected to the ceiling. It just went up. And there was just two separate bits. Oh. Anyway. I'm just gonna avoid looking at the left. Ashen, that's okay. You don't have to do stuff all the time. You've carried already. And I'm now realizing that the thing isn't picking up my mic. So give me a sec. There we go. Cool. Now, there's actually not much to do here. Oh, never mind. Technically there's all the texturing of the wall, but I don't have time for that. And also, when you do this, can't see it. So, I'm not wasting my time on that. Not that I'm anyway. So, what am I to do? What am I doing? Probably detailing these bits. Will I spoil if I go in here? Okay, I'll just have to be very careful, it's okay. Yeah, how are we vibing, chat? How we doing? I know, I'm streaming later because, yeah, I've went back to my old stream time apparently. We don't do character progression here. How's my assignment? I did the thing just for you, Mills. I've got a page done, which is big progress for me personally. If I keep up that pace every single day up until college comes back on Monday, I should hopefully be caught up. Except I don't know if I will, because some pages are bigger than others, so who knows? I mean, theoretically, I could just, like, do a lot of work in one day and get it all done, but, like... Oh, someone would have to drag me to do that. I've actually not listened to all these songs, aside from one of them, but I'm vibing with this one so much. Okay. Do I even need these? What detail am I doing? It's mainly the lighting, to be fair. The lighting and the leaves, so I guess I don't really need that. But... Dead bush. Leave... No. Grass. Oh my gosh. Grass. You have a very base music taste. Every day I grow closer to engaging within the home stuff. I keep seeing artists that I like just end up starting to read it and be like, wow, this is terrible but amazing, and then the music slaps and then you're obsessing over it, and oh my gosh, I'm on the verge. Do you know how much times I've like opened it up and be like, no, I can't go in this rabbit hole. Not yet. Oh, wait. Hello? Concrete? Why do we have concrete? Why is there concrete here? Is there a reason for this? No? Okay. I won't question it, I guess. Do you think it's meant to go into... Yeah, no, you know what? Screw it. We're gonna just build the thing. The problem is, we're at that point where I don't care about time-lapsing this side. And even if I did, what am I time-lapsing? The lighting? So yeah, I'm just not gonna time-lapse it, because there's no point. But I've got plenty of footage of the other one anyway. And at that point, I don't even think anyone cares. I've not uploaded in 10 years. How's that looking? Yeah. Maybe I'll do a little... Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna continue what I'm doing apparently. Apparently my hand spoke over my thoughts. God damn. I will succumb eventually. It's gonna be so sad. Because I'm gonna be freaking out over it and you're gonna be like freaking out over the fact that I'm freaking out, and then it's gonna be like, whoa, this is what I've become now. Because last time I did that about a game, I built Undertale in Minecraft. Now, obviously it's not gonna be the same because I will not be doing that, but I'm sick of obsessing over things. Give me a mental break. Where is she? Oh, it should probably get the game audio on the right installation. Where is she? Where's Ashton?
I'm here.
You're here?
Boo.
Wow, that shocked me so much.
I know, I'm terrifying.
Okay, I'm currently managing audio levels. So, if I randomly ignore you, it's because I'm too distracted by the music playing.
It sounds like really great music.
It
like,
really is.
Like, I had to pause stream because like I don't want to get double of you talking. And I'm like kind of sad because I'm like I'm not gonna be able to listen to music now.
I mean, I could. Windmills could probably send you the playlist that has some of the songs that I've got in it.
Windmills, you god, can you please?
Windmills, I beg.
I beg. Windmills, you god, please.
It'll be funny if you say that and Windmills just logs on. That happened yesterday. Maybe not as dramatic, but like, in spirit. And then Windmills became the purple guy from the hit series FNAF and killed a bunch of people.
Alright, I'm gonna go work on putting more lighting or whatever.
Yeah. On this side or that side?
Both.
Because I don't think there's much on the other side to get done lighting-wise.
Should we get in a group, or...?
Yeah, probably.
Alright, I'm just gonna... Then I'm gonna work on this side, putting lighting.
Slay. I'm gonna have fun looking at Squid's area and try to not feel spiteful over the fact that I'm working on his area. But that's okay. Sorry, the song I really like just came on.
Oh my god, Windmills can prove! Ah! Ah!
Hello, Harry Rose. Hello, Wildcard. You're not late. I swear. I've just started.
Thank you. I wave. I say hi.
You know what I'm sacrificing for this stream? I'm sacrificing a hardcore stream from Phil's of Minecraft.
I was just watching that. That was what I was doing.
I know, that's what I was doing. I was like, no, I have to go live. Now that I've said it, I was planning to. I set everything up.
And it's fully like just like hardcore.
Yeah, it's just raw hardcore.
Like, I'm like, there's no S&P, and I'm like, it's just chill today. I'm like, yes, please.
I've been waiting so long, and then I do this.
Yeah, music. I'm happy.
Yeah.
The world is right.
The world is right again.
God.
There's a god somewhere out there listening to the home stuff.
It's Windmills.
Windmills. Wait, does that mean William Afton from the hit series FNAF is god? The implications of these statements I don't like. Oh, I can wrap leaves around the cave. I didn't even consider that. I say cave, I mean like the cliffs. Oh no. The roots. I completely forgot the roots existed until you placed them, by the way.
Oh yeah, I put those around. I wasn't sure if it was too much or not.
No, I like it. It's finally something bright that sticks out. Can you have it early?
Like, roots exist.
No. No. You can't have a happy birthday. I'm sorry. Happy birthday. No, we don't do birthdays.
Birthday. Do we do births?
Without context, that's really funny. do we do a little birth? I need to get. I could actually set one of those up as well. Oh, is this meant to be a bit for water? Yeah. You know what? I'll go with that idea. If Squid yells at me, I can complain at him for being away from the country. I'm not salty about that, by the way.
How dare he get to cook for something like 5 years in advance or whatever.
Yeah, like, how dare he, like, have other plans? Like, it's so selfish of him, isn't it?
Very.
That...
You know, the thing that gets me isn't he, like, even that he didn't do the side of the room, it's that he didn't outline the other
No,
room.
he the reason this side isn't done is because he was like, alright guys, I'm gonna go outline that bit before I leave, just for yous. And then he went AFK!
Okay.
For 4 hours! And then we've had to do both of it, but that's okay. Because that means...
That day you got off before either one of us, and like, he was already AFK, I'm like, oh, is he just gonna go AFK for the rest of the day? And then he didn't, and then he got, like, left the call we were in, because he was just AFK in the call too, so he just left that. And I'm like, oh, he left the call, but he didn't leave the server, maybe he'll actually get something done, and I got off, and then I got on the other day, I'm like, no.
Yeah. So does that mean we legally get most of the credit for this whole room? Because think about it, the bit that he terraformed is just a re-textured bit of the bit that you built. Because when I was terraforming, right, a lot of problems was the fact that he just replaced the coal!
You know that stream when we all started working on this room, and I was babysitting, you guys started working on this room. I was dying there while babysitting, watching him just like break my blocks and replace them.
I know, and I'm so mad at him for doing that. It doesn't even look good. And he purposely did. He's not doing it for the bit. He's just purposely doing that. Also, bye Harry Rose. I'm sorry for not saying bye Harry. But yeah, no, like what? Why? I thought he of all people would be all for remapping of all things.
And then I actually this was up for a while. I just don't think you. No, it's still there.
Well, am I even able to come look because it's on the other side?
Come to where I am right now.
Am I able to?
Yes, you're able to. Well, I'm on the side. The wall's right next to me. All right, now just look that way.
What, the holes?
It's not holes. It's the black blocks I was using for that.
No, I'm well aware.
It's just still here.
I know, because when I was rebuilding this bit up here, right, you can tell because this bit's much more rigid up here now. And it blends into this room. When I was breaking it, I had to replace, like, the nearby area of coal with air because there was just...
Too much?
Make Deltarune in Minecraft after Undertale? Well, you don't have to sound demanding about it.
It's like they haven't seen your past streams. I
know, but to be fair, it's one of those underground statements. But I've never said it officially. And why would I? That's such a commitment. Like, what idiot would commit to that sort of thing? But, you know, maybe we will. Maybe that is a thing we're gonna do. Maybe, just maybe, it'll come earlier than the finale of the Undertale build, because oh my god, if we do that, then we're just never getting anything of Deltarune done until 5 years later. Okay, realistically it won't take that long, but who knows. It's actually a question I get asked so much. How long do you think the build will take? And I always say, okay, depends on the factors here. I think, you know, if we had the palette for each area, right? We could knock the build out so easily. Like, the amount of progress we've made in a few days on rooms, once we've figured it out, it's just like insane.
Like, yeah, palettes, like my last stream is a good example of that. Like, cause in that stream, like, you see me working on a palette, and then Dodge come in, and he's like, no, we need to rework this, and like that's how a lot of it goes. Like, a lot of it, like, we need to come to like a group decision on how the palette's gonna go, and like, so there's a good chance that like Squid will come into like a room that me and Dodge had worked on, and he'd be like, this is great, but maybe we should do this too, and we'll be like, oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. And it's just rinse and repeat until we get the right palette. And then, once we start building it and streaming it, that's after all that process. Which is why it'll be so sporadic. We'll go from like a bunch of stuff covering the fact we're starting to build it. And then hours of silence. Well, days or months. Because we're back in that habit.
I know there's been like several points since I joined the build where like you and Squid had like an idea for like a room, and then I'll walk in and like, well, that won't work, and you'll be like, why? And I'll be like, that. Yeah.
And then it's back to the drawing board.
I still like
Ashton.
That fucking hole to the surface that everyone forgot.
Wait, what hole to the surface?
The memories build. The statue that has water dripping down on it. I remember like seeing like watching you guys play it all. I'm like, guys, you're like, what? I'm like, nah, and you're just lost your mind.
Like what? That was like the thing is, it's like you pointed it out next to the most annoying area of the build. Up until that point, we had spent 90%. No, 90% of our efforts was getting that other room next to that with the castle figured out. Every part of the game is based around that room, and then you come along and say the room before that also needs work. Yeah, no, it was a difficult burden to bear. You know, reality.
It's horrible, but like I get so much entertainment from it.
You know, you thrive off of our pain.
I do. I'm sorry.
And you know that's fair enough. Where else are you gonna get it?
Which means you guys, whenever you find something that's painful for me, just live off it. Just don't worry about me. Just enjoy it.
Don't worry about me. Laugh at me suffering.
Because I'm just gonna laugh at you horribly.
Yeah, it's like mutual.
But like, that's like a real time crunch. Like, doing something then realizing like something needs to change about it, or like having a plan about it and then realizing that the plan's not gonna exactly work.
Yeah, and it's also the most irritating.
And like palette.
Also, part of this room is still not swamped, and it's really irritating, and it's very annoying to actually map out that specific bit, because I'm one block away from going into the other room.
Yeah, that's like the main thing I've been like thinking about. I'm like, this part up here is
yeah, it's so difficult to change this.
Yeah.
I'm having to change it block by block.
And you're like, you constantly gotta, like, after you do all this, you're gonna have to go in and check the other room and all that shit.
Yeah. Because I can't just change it and then, like, already I might have accidentally just ruined that room. You're telling the Ashton, you've got a fan in chat. Give me a sec. I'm looking at something on the server side. Don't mind me. Seriously, don't mind me. It's okay. Sorry. You know, can I have a question. The person in chat whose name has changed at least twice, but I now can't say the name. What do I refer to you as? Because I keep seeing the name and it's a different name, and I'm like, okay, well that goes the name in my brain, and that means, oh no. And what if there's a random off chance, but out of nowhere I'm wrong about the person, and then oh my gosh, that'll be awkward. Oh, I left the group.
Left the group.
I left the group. Did you hear what I said?
Oh. Ah.
You have a fan in chat.
I do. I did. I'm sitting here going like, hi. I did say hi to them, and now I'm sitting here like.
Yeah, we didn't hear any of it. You were just silent. As it said.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said hi.
Oh, it's because I left the server. I realize it's because I've left the server every time I change the biome, and I keep forgetting that we're not in Discord.
So they're just hearing clips of my voice coming in.
You just go.
I did say hi. I said very much hi. It's just biome texture changing going on. But yeah. I do say hello. Hello, I'm here.
Yeah, only clocked when I went to. You were just in the middle.
No,
you're like, I did say hi.
I have no plans on starting an OnlyFans. I'm sorry.
Sorry, what? What did I miss? Ashton, I think you misread something.
If Ashton was the only one fan, I'm probably misreading.
Ashton.
I'm dumb.
You misread that. So
I misread that bad, huh?
They said if Ashton has only one fan, I am that fan, and your response was,
stupid.
I'm not making an OnlyFans. Ashton!
You laugh at my misery, as I just told you. Laugh at me.
Ashton gets cancelled on the Undertale live.
I'm never gonna live that down. Okay, I'm gonna go marry myself now. Bye bye.
No, I could say, oh guys, Ashton sucks at reading things, but I think it's funnier if I do. Hi, someone else in chat. You didn't. It's not even a dirty mind. It's just a misreading. Bruh. Okay, how do I change this bit? We're so closely tucked into that wall. Okay. I'm gonna leave the server again and remember. Okay. We're good. Okay. Swamp. That is not swamp, that is just a warm ocean. Oh no. Back. Swamp. I keep getting so close to spoiling the other build. And also, I think it's funnier if I don't explain the Minecraft skin. Okay, I think we're finally in the swamp. I think it's swamp now, for real. Oh wow, it looks so much nicer.
Reconnect then.
Yeah, I did that. And she fucking died. Wild card, no. No, I swear, it's okay. This is clearly an integral stream. Like, what's some lore drop we can say that makes this stream important? Okay, good response. Good. Ashton, hello? Is it my end? Hello?
Can you hear me?
Okay, I can now.
Hello?
Hi. Oh my god, can she not hear me? Bah! Pasta. I always say pasta or rice. Hello. Can you hear me? Ashton? Bruh! It might be the group!
Is it the group?
Okay, we can both hear each other now. We're good!
Alright, good. We're good.
I'm your moral compass. No, that is a terrible decision. No! Don't do that!
That's just
Do you want to know something? I have accidentally had someone stop talking to me for like a month because I accidentally made fun of them when talking about Undertale. No, talking about Minecraft builds. They interpreted it as me making fun of them because like, you know how the default on the server is like we have to, like, you know, fix up other things and stuff that someone else builds and that. Like that's the whole thing we're doing. And like figuring out what we could do better on each build.
Yeah.
I did that, I think I did that to someone, but they just thought I was just being like, wow, you suck at building, and they didn't want to talk to me for like a month, and I only found this out like the other day, months later, that they did that, and fuck, we're terrible people, Ashton, and I forget that other people aren't used to that.
If anyone ever has a problem with me, like they feel like I disrespected them or like they think I dislike them or something, come talk to me about it. Because if you don't, I'm never gonna know. And I'm like, why are they angry? Like I'm honestly not gonna know that I even upset you.
Yeah, exactly. Same with me. If you're just sitting there simmering in like, oh that upset me, it's like, I'm not gonna know. I'm not smart enough to figure that out.
Like, even if it's just to come out in my face, at least let me know you're angry. I'm like, because at least then I'm like, I know that you're angry. Like, it's the worst thing you could do, because like, there's so many times where like I've had people in the past angry with me, and they're like, I'll be like, and like eventually they'll snap it like after like a year of not talking to me or something, and they'll be like, wah! And I'm like, oh. And I'm like, what do you mean, oh? Well, if you just said this to me, I would have told you this, this, and this, and then this wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah. And people don't do that because,
like,
what is communication?
I'm just low empathy all around, and I don't ever mean anything really mean I say because I don't care enough to be mean. To be mean. Which is horrible.
Yeah. Really? Like, it makes
I don't have
sense.
the energy to hate anyone.
Yeah, my hate, like, at most it's bitterness. And even then, it's very rare it's genuine. Like, yes, I love pretending I'm really mad at Squid right now. Realistically, I'm a bit bummed that he's not here.
But realistically, we're just making fun of him because it's fun. We don't actually.
We're not like
upset with him.
Squid, how dare you! I can't believe you had to go on holiday! What the fuck, Squid? Yeah, no, we're not. Imagine, I would feel so bad if he actually did just not go on holiday because of the build. That would be the thing
Like,
that would make us feel bad.
That would be upsetting. That
Yeah.
would be like upsetting. Like, go on holiday.
Bitch, you spent so many money. Don't be a moron.
Do stuff that makes you happy.
Yeah, and if the Undertale build isn't it, then fuck off.
That's what I'm constantly telling a friend. They're always getting like bummed out over stuff. I'm like you need to go do stuff that's gonna make you happy. Life is short and it's boring and it's long. Like, it's short, but it's also long, and if you don't enjoy it, like, there's not much to it.
Yeah, unfortunately,
So
when you're having a bad time, that lasts so much longer than having a good time.
Like, go find the stuff that makes you happy. Go watch The Owl House. Go read that book. Go play a game. Go watch Philza. Go
Go watch
build
Phil.
a game.
You say something like really meaningful, and then you follow up with, go watch Phil's on Minecraft. Hardcore streamer.
I think he's just helpful for anyone who watches.
Yeah. My friend, you know what's so
He tells you how it
sad?
is.
Like, my friend doesn't want to watch Phil or that because she's, like, worried about being associated with, like, people from doing SMP and stuff. I'm like, bruh, Phil
actively kicks those people out of his chat.
It's like, yeah, he...
Like, if you're, like, overzealous about the Dream SMP in his chat, or even, like, right now, the QSMP, he'll kick you out.
Yeah, you currently got a warning like, hey, we're not doing QSMP. Like, sure, I think it's obvious he likes the QSMP more.
I was just watching his stream, like, before I got on here, and, like, he was literally just talking about, like, look, do not backseat game, and if you come here with... And he's like, because there's people in his chat earlier right now, like, who are yelling, like, QSMP, 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 because he was doing, hardcore, and he was just like, no, fuck you, get out.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't really say that, but, like...
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he did. He
like,
said it a couple times before.
He said it a couple times before, but he's like, this is what we're doing today, and, if you really want to know what's happening on the QOC, go watch someone else, or watch the VOGs.
The VOGs.
The VOGs.
I love the
I
VOGs.
can't do words.
Vogging and logging. But yeah, no.
It wasn't, like, mean about it. It was very, like...
But that's the thing, if people interpret, like, oh, I'm gonna do the thing that I put on my title of the stream as mean. Bruh. What do
like,
people want?
Like, I think what a lot of people need to do is, like, step back and, like, realize that everything you look at is through a filter of your mind, and like just because you think this turn, like, if you're so ready, like, to be offended by someone, the moment says someone even slightly, like, that could be even slightly determined as being slightly offensive, that's how you're gonna take it.
You're so right. Like, if you're just in a bad mood, like, that's why it's like, even if someone's not being mean, if you're in a bad mood, you will be mean.
I had a friend who was just, like, in a bad, like, mental state, and she, like, came and talked to me. She's like, my sister said this about this other person, because she's, like, because her sister's getting really frustrated with someone at work. And she's, like, describing, like, so her sister's, like, describing this person. She's like, do you realize this is scenes? I'm like, no. She's describing me. She's, like, this person she's describing has all the same characteristics as me, so she's actually saying all this stuff about... I'm like, no. You need to sit down and take a moment and realize you're looking at this through a filter. Your sister does not hate you. Because you're pissed off at this one person at work you've never met. It's just like, you need to, like, everything, like, you just need to take a step and, like, go, like, wait, is this actually how I'm interpreting it, or... But, like... I need to talk about something else, or I'll be talking about this forever.
Yeah. maybe that's my opportunity to read what chat is saying.
Get me out of therapist mode.
Ashton swearing still feels so wrong to me. I can't picture Ashton not swearing. Like, I don't know. I can't fathom it.
Do I not swear that often to you?
Like, you don't swear in a like
Wait,
chat,
wait.
I guess.
I'm sorry. Feels like what a killer. I'm sorry. I'm not really sure. Like, how did you come to be my fan? Like, did you find me from like Reddit and find this? Because I could understand it then, because I never swear in the Reddit posts.
But they said it feels wrong, so I don't think it's the fact that you know you don't swear. I think it's just like mentally you don't seem like you swear in my head. Like you were just saying, it's how you interpret it. You know when you have like a picture of someone in your mind, I think that you doesn't swear.
Like I thought about trying not to swear once, and it was like that never worked for me because I do it by accident all the time.
Surprisingly, it's not that hard for me not to. I just, you know, when there's no point in filtering, I don't care. You know, it's like if it's this stream, right? I don't. There's no reason not to. If I'm on a server that doesn't like swearing though, I will 90% of the time not be swearing unless it's like a VC and other people are swearing. Anyway, I should re-chat again. God, this is a problem I don't know if VC. Oh my gosh, White Top, hi! Nexus, hi! When you started doing live streams, I was always like the only one ever in chat on your streams.
I'm bad with names, I'm sorry, or like, I need to like, it's my disability fucking with my head. If you have a different name in like...
Yeah, that's the person who has a different name in the Discord.
Yeah.
They're the person who really likes the Mad Mew Mew and stuff and Mad Bunny.
Oh yes, okay, I'm connecting to that.
I think they're Aaron in the Discord.
All right, hello, I know you. I'm just being.
See, I'm not the only one who gets confused.
Like, cause I'll go to Discord and like the names will be different there, and then I'll go to like Twitch and the names will be different there. And I'll be on like YouTube, and I'm like, okay.
Sorry, I'm making fun of someone quickly because I'm so nice.
Go do that. I'm so happy I remembered this little thing that you could do with these leaves.
I mean,
I would be so happy.
I would agree, but I don't agree. Oh, the things on the ceiling.
Yeah.
That's the wrong biome! Is it? Yes, oh my god. Hi! I can't say that. I acknowledge your existence and I said hi. If you can figure out a way to pronounce that, I could try. And there's more coal. Of course there's more coal. Of course there's a squid. Okay, to be fair, that's not a squid build, that's just a mapping. Set down. Womp. If this makes it so we can't talk, then but hello?
Hello.
Okay,
no,
cool, it works.
No. We were trying to figure out lore stuff to talk about.
Oh yeah, well, Undertale build lore. Wait, how much long you are building it? So, sorry? How much long you are building it? I would answer that if I knew what that meant. I could give a couple answers under an assumption. If you mean how long the stream is, I don't know, an hour or something. If you're asking how long it'll take for this room to get finished, after this stream it'll be basically finished. And if you're asking how long the full build will take,
We don't got an answer for you.
we don't got an answer for it.
Not soon.
Not soon, but you never know. If we just figure out a palette in a day, then it might not be that long either. It will be long. We're talking at least a year still, but relative to the build, that's like nothing. How much longer will this take? Yeah, that's still not a useful translation of the message, because it's so vague. How much will what take?
This room, the next room,
The build,
Undyne's
the
house,
stream,
the build,
Netflix area, like what?
our lives.
How long do we plan to keep living? Like, come on. And depending how well I do this build, I'll have an answer for that final. Do 2 streams a week and you'll get this done. No, because that's not how the build works. We just talked about
we're
this.
on here.
Like we
We're
could
on
be
here quite a
be
bit.
streaming all the time, but we won't start building until who knows.
Fun fact: we get more of the build done when we're not on screen. 'Cause we
Yeah.
have to like talk and work at the same time.
Talking and
Like-
working at the same time is the slow part. Like, I could
Like-
probably get triple the work done not talking.
I have a question for everyone. If like we stream and just put on music in the background and there's no talking when people watch that.
Yeah, because I've done that once on Twitch, and obviously not much people were there if it was on Twitch. And I felt bad because I wasn't able to answer the questions, but like, if people didn't hate that, we could easily just like, I don't know, go live
Get like a
at
bunch of
late
work
night.
done and like.
Yeah.
Cause I do that. Like a big reason like I don't like do like big huge builds on stream is because like I can't concentrate and actually do what I feel is good work while talking.
Yeah, same. I a lot of time I have to go back afterwards anyway.
Like, for example, I just streamed Undyne's house, like, I think last time I was working on it, and, like, that's changed so much. I totally did an entire new outline.
How many sections are done now? I've been away from content for like 3 months. Well, that just means you've missed one video. If we're gonna be honest. Wait, hang on. Is it? Yeah, no, that is a single. Damn, I don't
mean-
upload the build much, huh? There's been 2 videos
Fine.
in 6 months. I'm so sorry.
Okay, but how many streams has there been in, like, 6 months?
Well, that is a great question. There's actually been a lot. If we count
Yeah.
every single stream I've done on the build since starting streaming a lot has been within the last 3 months.
Yeah.
So
Definitely
there's
getting more
been
streams out.
1, 2, 3, 4,
So, like,
5, 6,
there's-
and this one. So there's been 7 Undertale streams if you count this one.
Yeah, there's been, like, some progress. Like, there's, like, that whole room where you guys started streaming where the singing area where, Mettaton sings to you. That all got done.
Yeah.
And then a lot of planning got done actually. These
See,
last
that's the
couple
thing. We
months.
can't. It's very difficult showcasing planning, but a lot of things like by the time we come back and build one room, you don't realize how much little bits of progress has been made in between that. Because by
Like,
that
how did-
point, the planning has to get a lot more solid to make a video.
There was a lot of planning done like just recently, like right before one of the streams, because like me and Squid were on, and like Dodge was somewhere. He was out on his own outing or whatever. And
I was
like,
gone.
I know Squid was like got like a lot of like stuff done that day, like planning wise of like what music like of like ideas and stuff. And then Josh kicked us off the server because
Yeah, it's because you were being stressful, and I couldn't do anything because they were like, "Oh, we're."
That morning. We were supposed to get out that morning and like work on this room, and then we just fucked off and didn't play.
And I was out, and I knew I don't have a backup for months. So if something actually went wrong, even if it was like meant to be a joke,
it was great. It was
I
funny.
wasn't. I was so stressed.
Like it was only for like a few seconds until you found out what we were doing. It was just like you texted us and like me and Dodge just looked at each other like, he's looking for build progress. And like I had done like one wall.
Yeah, I love when we don't work. Not gonna be better play at my funeral. I will. I could be the one to cause the shit. Anyway, oh, is Homestuck music playing? Yeah, we were playing a whole Homestuck. I made a whole little thing for it and everything. Because I'm so fancy and I love making dumb video in Premiere Pro and then making it in my music. 'Cause God forbid I pay a subscription to something to do it on the stream. Anyway.
Have you played Homestuck?
No. And we're not going to discuss this because I'm so...
I don't know the lore, so...
Neither do I.
Exactly one video trying to explain it to me, and I was just like, what acid pill are you guys on?
I'm so close to getting consumed by the Homestuck, but I'm every single time I see something about it, I'm like, okay, tab away. Windmills is the only thing keeping me, like, on the fence.
My only real experience with Homestuck, like, early on was, like, going to a con once, and, like, Homestuck cosplayers, like, being asked to leave because they were getting paint everywhere, and those costumes cost, like, money, because it was just... They didn't get the right skin paint. So they were just rubbing off on everything. Like, there was, like, I remember walking against one wall, and it was just, like, this whole, like, outline of this guy's back.
Bruh. Oh, is that a hot take? But I might have saw. Or a possible hot take. Deltarune is objectively a better game than Undertale, good or bad opinion. There's one major flaw in that statement. Objectively is a very strong statement. And also no, because Deltarune isn't finished. So no, I can never say Deltarune's better than Undertale because it is literally not finished. So, yeah, there goes that.
Yeah, the game that's actually done probably gets the win.
I think the problem is a lot of people are comparing the two, but the way it's telling a story is completely different to Undertale. So a lot of ways I can't compare them the same. But I think right now Undertale has a lot more, like, if this makes any sense, like, subtle lore, whereas Deltarune's very in your face about it. Like, the whole Noelle thing, like, everyone loves Noelle, and I won't lie, like, I love Noelle too, don't get me wrong, her character is really great, but it's the most cliche thing I've ever seen out of, like, an Undertale Deltarune thing, you know? And, you know, it's not necessarily bad, but I was like, yeah. Which it might be intentional, like, half the time they lean into the fact it's over-dramatic and, like, very cliche. So,
can't wait to find out what that's all about.
Let's be honest, there are 7 chapters in Deltarune. We have 2. I can't criticize the story building yet. The character building so far, though, is to be determined, because there's some things I don't like about it yet, but there's literally 5 other chapters to go. A lot of things can change.
Yeah, like, Deltarune's in, like, a phase it can't really be reviewed right now.
Yeah, like, you can review certain parts of it that they've done individually on their own, but the problem with doing that is half the time, that might just get contradicted with later in the game. Yeah, like, that might... me not liking like how vague or how two-dimensional a character is, well, that is so easy to change. Like, take Asgore. If you played 90% of Undertale, you can't even critique Asgore because you've not met the guy. Like,
Yeah, like,
and
time is
immediately that changes within a few dialogues before he dies.
like, for example, I'm reading a book called Lord of Mysteries, and in the beginning of the book, one of the main characters you get introduced to is like this rich girl who is very like childish. She's very like sheltered. She's very like, I know the best. I know everything, and like she's very well sheltered. She's very like stuff, and like by the end of the book, like I'm reading this again, so I already know the ending. But by the end of the book, she's unrecognizable as who she was in the beginning. Like, she's very mature, she's very, like, independent, she's very, like, I'm gonna go out on my own and fix this, and I'm gonna help these people. And, like, she's unrecognizable. It's just, like, you need to understand, like, a part of a story could be very, very, very different from the end of the story. So you can't really review the beginning until you get the end as well.
Yeah, which is also why it's like, sure, there's some things... But here's the thing, if I was like, I don't like this part of the building of this story so far, like, you want to know how quick that could change? I just had an example in my head, don't let this go away. Oh no, I'm losing it.
Like, you could really, really hate a part in the beginning and then find out.
Oh yeah, no, like,
love it later.
like, Ralsei, like, a lot of people... We know so little about Ralsei, but I can't review him as a character right now. I think the only thing I will say is they're leaning it so much into the fandom interpretation of Azrael that I think is very intentional. And unfortunately, I don't know, it's weird, because it's like, you don't know what's intentional and what's not yet, you know? Like, if there's a purposeful story direction with making things cliche and stuff, but gets revealed as a really cool thing later, my one flaw with the thing becomes one of the coolest parts about the game. Boop. Immediately changed.
Yeah. Because you just never know what's early on in the story is going to be converted later.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're going to have a new perspective on it. It's that whole bias, like what you're looking at thing. It could completely change how you look at it later. Because your bias on it will change or whatever.
And everyone views Undertale, no, everyone views Deltarune as like a cop-out Undertale or something along those lines, you know? There's the comparisons to Undertale. Sure, there's so many references and
really?
things.
I always got the opinion, as someone who's never played Deltarune, I always got the opinion that people liked it better than Undertale.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Like, whenever I I went somewhere to, like, listen to, like, Undertale
I think
stuff,
for
or,
new
like,
players,
talked about Undertale, like
Deltarune is a
no
lot
one
more
wanted to
consumable.
talk about Undertale, they just wanted to talk about Deltarune.
I think Deltarune's a lot more consumable for a new player, especially considering it's not an 8-year-old game. It is still in development, so a lot of people can easily get attached to the characters, because half of the characters introduced are like I just said, a lot of them are very surface level, so already in 2 chapters you can kind of like them more as well. It's a double-edged sword, because of that, you can also have a lot of new players like it more. Whereas Undertale, half the stuff isn't revealed till the final part of the game, so I don't know. I think Deltarune, right now, if you ask me, I don't think it would be better than Undertale, but that's just because I don't think it's the same at all. Just the storytelling and the world building is completely different. Anyway, why am I texturing the wall? I just said I wasn't doing that.
Because it pains you to look at it.
It does, and also it's so mindless. It's easy to do it while talking.
So you call it so mindless. I'd sit there like pulling my hair out whenever I look at the wall. I'm like, I need to touch this. I don't know how.
I'm very sporadic with my texturing. The texturing is so easy.
Like, I double. Whenever I'm trying to texture something like a wall or like a wall or something like that in nature, like I'm always double guessing. Like, is this too uniform? Is that too uniform? Is this too like? And then I end up getting exactly what I was trying to avoid.
Maybe that's why you struggle with terraforming too much. You think a lot about it. Because ironically, that is, I've noticed, one of the biggest problems with your terraforming. It's very... I can see every... I feel like I'm looking into your thoughts when I look at the terraforming. I see why this occurred, I see why you're doing that, and that's literally why the other day I was like, Ashton, can you build something real quick? I want to see how you build it. Whereas I've purposely developed the terraforming to be so sporadic and uncalculated, because that's just how nature is. Obviously I can touch it up after if it just looks unnatural,
like,
but...
I always go back to like that Scar video where he's like explaining how to do like a tree or something like that, and I'll go do what he does, and then I'll sit there and like, this looks awful.
You know, there's this video that I watched from him that's like, I don't know, 13 years old or something. But it's probably one of the most useful terraforming videos I've watched. And it's just, it's not even the way he explained it. I don't know if he explains it much at all, but it's watching how he terraformed it. And seeing, like, at first I was watching it, I was like, I don't see what he's doing differently to what I'm doing. But there's subtle ways in the way he terraformed it that made it stand out. That's the thing that makes the detail that I keep missing. And ever since then, I've gotten a lot more sporadic and shaped with the builds.
I just need to go back and watch his old videos, is what you're telling me.
Maybe?
Or just that one video, like...
I think it's just watching the video, like, watching what you're wanting to get out of the video and trying to figure out how it's happening, as opposed to just watching it and seeing if he explains it. Should I re-chat? Yeah, that's true, I should re-chat. Sorry, I've been on a tangent.
Chat.
But personally, I have loved Deltarune because its playstyle, music, and graphics. Like you said, I'm attached to the characters very easily, and it's intrigued me. I also want to know about the world, light and dark, and it's also refreshing. Exactly! Like, in some ways I don't like it because of how quick it is, and how much they already built a lot of characters, whereas Undertale, everything felt like there was always more to it. Yeah.
You always had, like, the time to get to know someone.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's also Deltarune's blessing. It's a change of pace compared to Undertale completely. And also, yeah, the world building, it's a completely different world, so I can't compare the Undertale story and stuff to Deltarune in a way that makes sense, because they are not the same. It's like how it's very difficult to compare mine and Squid's videos now as opposed to 2 years ago. Because me and Squid have completely different executions now.
I understand Deltarune right now, how you should look at it is like another universe where the events of Undertale never took place.
No, you're already wrong.
The war just never happened.
Ashton, that is not what Deltarune is. That's the biggest misconception. Well done. No, Deltarune is a completely different world. That's what I meant. It's like it's another universe where these characters still exist, but like the events of Undertale, the war, and everything never happened, and like yeah, it's just completely different. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
I thought you were saying just the war never happened.
No,
like that's it. That's the difference.
It's like it's what's the it's an alternate timeline or whatever. It's an alternate timeline where all this shit never happened, and like the alternate universe or whatever, where some things are the same, like some of the characters are the same, but like they have different shit going on. That's how I interpret it, at least.
Wait, did I leave a hole somewhere?
Did you leave a hole somewhere?
I didn't say I left a hole. And that's very stressful when I'm building a terraforming thing, because it's massive. Well, I guess we'll never know. And now I can't get through this thing. Oh my god, I'm trapped. Well, that's gone forever. I feel like it's important because of the slow development cycle. If we didn't get all this information, the interest might drop off before you can finish the game in 100 years. Also, I feel like it's very different also because we're being dropped into a familiar in this world. Chris has been around with everyone in the world, other than the Dark World. Yeah, like, it's just, I don't know. It's weird, because Undertale's biggest charm could have also been its downfall if Toby did that first, again, because, like, if Toby didn't, yeah, that's the thing, Undertale releases a full game, and if, you know, if you introduce all these characters but didn't show all the reasons why you should like them within the first couple chapters, no one's going to want to stick around, because the next chapter is going to be in how long? And everyone's already on the fence about liking Deltarune and stuff, because, oh my god, Undertale was so good. How can he live up to that?
Timing and releasing is a big thing, like, especially for story-wise. That's like WoW's biggest problem right now is that, like, they have such long times between updates. Like, you get to, like, story-wise, like you finally come out with a new update, and everyone's just like, why do I care about this again?
Yeah.
So, like,
also keep in mind, I'm trying to avoid spoilers for this entire time. Keep in mind, Ashton has never even seen or played Deltarune. Like,
yeah,
she's seen Undertale, but not played it. But she's never seen or played Deltarune. She's actually blind about that. Which is
like,
incredibly high. When are you going to do that?
After I finish I'll be playing Undertale as soon as I finish, Undertale. God, words!
I'm gonna finish Undertale the moment I finish Undertale.
After I finish Undertale. Which I'll be doing part 2 this week.
Oh yeah, Striker's also never played Deltarune. But it's harder for him to avoid spoilers in chat. Oh, there's the hole. Damn, I can't believe I found that. Well, it should just not be the same hole, it's just one I just found. It's just another one. Why am I still texturing? You know, fuck it, I'm texturing it. No, I'm not doing the giant walls, but I'm doing the bits of pillars. That's at least worthwhile. Yeah. I can notice those. Ah.
I was wondering if I should be running around the walls real quick and putting vines on them.
I mean, that sort of detailing. Yeah, that's fine. It's the texturing is in the basalt and deep slate and stuff. That's the one. Because that is so incredibly subtle, but when you're in night vision, it's so obvious.
I feel like I get too heavy-handed with it, because, like, if you come over and look at, like, this was me, like, me trying to add, like, texturing, and I'm like,
How do you get heavy-handed with it? It can be as chaotic as like I've not found it too much yet. Fine.
Is that, like, too much?
Consider I didn't notice it? No. But, yeah, no, I think the thing you're missing here is that I'm adding, like, this side of the deep slate to make, I don't know, it's random texture, it's just to make it look more rough. Less refined. Look at that. Texture, wow. And then changing the direction of the block placement as well, so that, like, even the basalt isn't consistent. Anyway, chat again. Bro's working on Undertale map, we've never played it. Yeah, Ashton, why have you never played Undertale and you're building the biggest Undertale map in existence? Come on, Ashton.
And I, like, I never played Undertale and I was already making it.
Yeah, this is the second map. This is the third map you've been working on in Undertale. And you've not played Undertale.
I watched it, like, I watched it so much, I did, like... I was, like, a broke college student when it came out. I didn't even, like, have $5 to spend on it, and, like... Cause I was, like,
Action, it's just eating for a day.
Buy ramen and shit.
It's just
and,
eating
like,
for a day, Action. Like, Undertale take priority over living. You should know this.
That wasn't me, like, that $5 wasn't, like, me not eating for, like, a day. That was, like, me not eating for, like, a week.
Damn, I didn't think that money could get stuff for a week. I've never managed.
that $5 would get me like a 12 pack of ramen.
Damn. We don't get multiple packs here. At least I've not seen any.
And like, and I was just like watching like streams and stuff like that at the time. So.
Well, at least you had the peak vibes. Streamer vibes.
I did start watching a Deltarune stream, but I barely remember anything about it. And I was babysitting at the time, and like, I don't remember barely anything about it, and I just never went back to check in more.
Ashton, were you okay?
And now I have like, what?
Someone in chat asked, were you okay?
Was I okay?
Yeah,
About...
were you okay? I feel like that's just an average student moment, to be fair. I don't remember that.
At the time, I was working a job, and it was a restaurant job.
Oh god. Rest.
And like, some restaurant jobs can be really, really good. It's like, tell you the truth, this is right. This is like, that was like, if you look at the time period and you look at my like time on Reddit as well, like that, you'll notice like there's like a down drop in my my posts and everything as well. And I think I even mentioned it in one of the posts there. I was working this job where it was just not a great environment. Like, it was like, my uncle was working there and he got me the job. And when I started working there as a dishwasher, and then COVID hit.
Oh.
And they lost like half their staff. At the like right before COVID hit, like half their staff like was gone, or like they moved on to different jobs and stuff like that. So they were already underhanded, and they couldn't hire anyone else during COVID because no one would come. So like it got to a point where there were supposed to be 2 dishwashers, 2 people for like takeout, and like 2 people on like the fryers, and like 2 people at like the main cooking session area. There were 4 people. There was me, my uncle, the dishwasher, and the owner. And that was it for working in the restaurant. And things just got when I was hired, I was supposed to be there as a dishwasher, and then I was suddenly put on like takeout orders and stuff like that. And like on top of all that, like someone found out because I was hired as a dishwasher, like I didn't need to read or anything. And like midway to like him putting me on like takeout and stuff out, he found out I couldn't read, and he had a problem with that. Well, I could read, but it wasn't too like. I had to go over the order, like, I had to go.
Yeah, that
like,
wouldn't work.
It took me a little longer, and he got so upset about that. And, like, it was just, it was also just a horrible environment. Like, I remember one time, because, like, the owner had these 2 kids who were, like, fighting over, like, the owner isn't even, like, dead. His 2 kids are, like, fighting about who's gonna inherit the place.
Bruh.
And I remember them just giving this huge fight in the back, in the kitchen, like, and like one of them I think the brother shoved the sister, and that sent the sister like halfway across the kitchen right into my uncle, who almost fell right into on top of like the open fire.
Oh my god.
And at the time it was the only job I could get, so like it was just not a good place for it to be mentally.
Yeah, no.
And like I ended up leaving the job after like I was like, after work, what usually happened was like I'd clean up and everything like that, and I'd get everything I needed to do done. And usually what happened was like everyone would go out to like the bar area and sit at the bar while everyone was wrapping up. So I do that, and like he didn't like me doing that. He didn't like it when I wrapped up my work and went out and sat at the bar. He wanted me to sit in the back. He didn't want me out at the bar or stuff like that. And like finally it got to a point where I'm like, well, why don't you want me out there? He's like, you're not old enough. I'm like, yes, I am. And like list of like things of like why he didn't want me out there, and he's and like eventually I'm like, and I'm striking him down one by one, and he's like finally he explodes at me, you're different. And I think it like It was just because he didn't like the fact that I didn't read well. So yeah, I wasn't in the greatest spot mentally there. I eventually lost the job, and I've gotten way better. But like, don't let jobs treat you with crap. Is like that's like the thing, because it really fucks with your mental state. If you get to a work state that's just not great, it's just not healthy, just leave. That's my life lessons to you, and that I feel like that really brought down stream. I'm sorry.
I mean, it was a happy, uplifting end. You know, like I left the job, got a better job. Well, just a better environment. It doesn't have to be a better job. Let's be honest.
Like,
half of a
there's
job
a lot of
is the
crappy
environment.
jobs out there, but like take a boring every day-to-day job over like an abusive job any day of the week.
Yeah.
Even if the abusive job pays more, take the boring job that doesn't pay as much, because honestly, if you take that abusive job, you're just gonna end up spending that money on like therapy or something anyway.
Yeah. I
Just
shouldn't.
take the boring.
I can't afford the therapy, but we're here with you in spirit.
But like, we need to talk about something more uplifting. Blah.
You say that as the music immediately changed to the hip shop, which you don't know what that is because you don't put Delta in. So Delta in
I've
A.
listened to some of the Delta Room music. Like, I'm pretty sure I'll go like half the.
But will you know it by
half the Delta
name?
Room track, and I'll be like, I won't know them by name. I don't even know the Minecraft soundtrack all by name.
Well, yeah,
Like,
that makes sense.
I think I know Sans Fight,
You
Undying
think?
Fight, and like
Okay,
his
say them.
theme.
Say them.
Maniac or something like that for Sans Fight.
Close enough.
It starts with an M. It starts with an M and it's long. And then it's something. And then Undying Fight is like, isn't it Hero something? I feel like there's
Hero's
hero
the
in the
final word.
A chosen hero, like
Nope.
the world hero.
You're getting closer.
A hero will come. I don't know. I don't remember. Like
Battle of a True Hero.
Battle of a True Hero. That's it.
Chosen
So then I remember
hero.
His theme, and then Memory, cause God, I love Memory. And then where else I remember? The news report one, I always remember. I'm always like know the news report one whenever I hear it, but I can never remember the name of the news report one.
Death Report? Is that the name? No.
Maybe. But like
Honestly, the report one.
the waterfall one, I always recognize.
Waterfall's easy. It's
no.
called a waterfall. And the other one's called Quiet Water. What's the dummy fight name? That's a very difficult one.
Dummy fight.
It might be, here's a really random guess, but I think it's Mad Dummy for the character Mad Dummy. Or is it just Dummy, actually? It might not even be Mad Dummy, it might just be Dummy. I think we should make an Ashen remix, call it a Chosen Hero. And it's gonna be Ashton's Undertale theme, and then everyone's gonna use it in the fan game where Ashton beats up Squid for not mapping out the build, and she's gonna
You wanna
have
know something
3
that might
phases.
make you mad?
Then no, but yeah.
What's that one called? Like, there is a Undertale fan song of like. It has Frisk and like Evil Frisk and Sam singing.
Did you say Evil Frisk?
Like Chara.
That's bruh.
It's horrible.
I
know,
thought
I'm
you'd
so
seen
bad
the
at
game.
I did see the game. gone
You
through
read the
I
game?
just can't rename the Well, it's reading! There's not, like, voice acting in it!
I read it on Audible. The Undertale sound book.
Honestly, if they came out with a book version on Audible, I'd read it.
I think a lot of people would.
No, I wouldn't, because it'd be Audible and I'd be listening to it, but, like...
I'd read it if it was Audible. I would pull out the book and read it if it became an audiobook, guy.
But, like, I know it's Chara or whatever, I don't do names. Like, my brother has had a friend for, like, the last...
Was that the Stronger Than You mashup?
Stronger Than You mashup, and I thought that was their original Undertale, like, fan song. I had no idea, like... I had no idea it originally came.
God, you were part of that group.
Because I didn't watch Steven Universe!
It's funny as well, because as someone who watched Steven Universe at that point, I say it like I wasn't watching for the entirety of the show, but as someone who was, yeah, the amount of backlash that Stronger Than You got for being from quote-unquote an Undertale stolen song ripoff in the show, like, I was stupid then, but I knew that was stupid even for me, and that's when you know you fucked up.
Like, I remember, like, finding out it wasn't, like, the original fan song. I was like, oh, I'm sad now.
Like, it's a fan song, it's not original.
Like, I mean, like, I thought the entire thing was, like, something a fan made, like, the entire thing. I didn't realize it was, like, a redo of this one song from, like, Steven Universe. It's still, like, original song. Like, they still took, like, changed the lyrics and like, voiced it well. I thought it was really well done.
It is well done, but again, the
I still
actual
listen to it every now and then. I like it.
Yeah, the actual song itself, the melody is not original.
Yeah.
Melody. Hi Mills. Hi Smiles. Not seen that name.
Hello.
Was that a sign that you need to be smiling more, Ashton, after the discussion earlier? The literal smile incarnation showed up in chat after that.
Oh, I'm all smiles. Like, I recently went to a gaming store and bought, like, totally bought out their, like, stock of Pokemon cards. Like,
as
they
you
had,
should.
Like, back stock of, like, Pokemon cards, and, like, I'm like, how much for all of this? After standing there for an hour and going through it and deciding what I wanted, like, like my boyfriend was like, God damn it, how long are we gonna be here until I go for this entire bin? And then I finally just looked up at the guy, I'm like, how much would all this be? And he's like, $40 done. So, like, I just had this giant, huge white box behind me that I just need to go through and, like, sort out. And that's, like, I'm so happy to be, like, sitting here sorting out Pokemon cards.
I always forget how much of an avid Pokemon fan you are. You would get along great with Striker, he loves Pokemon.
I'm like, you know what I was doing before I got on here? I downloaded
Oh, you did it.
and I was building the what's that building from Fire Ride there where Team Rocket takes over and you first meet Giovanni?
I don't
Something
know.
Corp. It's like, it's a Pokeball Factory Corp building or whatever. And I was building that. And, like, honestly, I might go live later and just continue working on it. Because I was actually thinking, should I go live? And then it went live. I'm like, wait, I should be working on the Undertale build.
No, it's fine. We're at the point in this room where once we get the lighting, I can actually make the video on it. I've scripted the intro. I've been trying to figure out the title and the thumbnail is the hardest part right now. Because the title, yeah, for starters, trying to make a clickable Undertale-based title for a game that came out 8 years ago and also about an obscure room, not possible. So it's like, okay, how can I make the Minecraft part clickable like my usual thing? And talking about a giant cave is also very difficult. So, I've got a couple. Hang on, where's my script? Word. Waterfall videos script. And I just opened the wrong thing. God damn it. That is just my college work. Oops. I could maybe suggest adding like slabs and stairs in the roof and waterlogging them so you can get water dripping into the room. I mean, that makes sense, but I also don't want the... No, you're right. I can't be bothered detailing the roof though, because it's a mess. And texturing it when it looks like this, you don't even see it.
Honestly, just go down to the bridge and turn off shader, or turn off like night vision.
Yeah, if I go down here,
you can't see any detail in that.
Yeah, no, the only detail you can almost see is that, but even then, like, the only ones you'll notice is the texturing right next to the player. That's the only one you might notice.
Should we add more like lighting around the mushrooms or whatever?
I mean, we should just add more lighting in this room because it's not been lit up yet.
Yeah, that's true.
I hate lighting.
I'll do the lighting this time around.
No. I mean, help, but I'll do it.
I'm already grabbing the blocks.
Well, I'm also gonna have to because we need my wonderful. Oh my god! By the way, you want to know something amazing, chat? I brought back a discovery that I made 2 or 3 years ago in the first waterfall video. After struggling for lighting for so long, I realized I can just do this. Watch this.
Oh!
So yeah. I love not remembering myself. Isn't that great?
Oh my god, we were sitting on the other side of the cave working on it, and for what was it, 2 hours? You were going for like different lighting options, so going like, I don't like this either, I don't like this, and then we're like trying to come up with finally I stopped doing what I'm doing, and I'm like, what if you did this? And he's like, no, what if we do that? And then finally he's like, wait,
I know the solution already. I figured it out ages ago. I love when I'm chronically stupid. But now I can light up some of the terraforming without it looking unnatural. Waterfall video was 2 years old. Yeah, like, hang on, how it might be over that now, the first waterfall one. The Blackstone one. Because you wanna know something even more terrifying for all of you watching. What's it called? The recent waterfall one, the marsh, that was 10 months ago. So, yeah, and that's like a recent one. Let me see, when was the waterfall? August 2021. That was the first waterfall one. When will I Amori? Well, I was gonna do it and then I remembered this room exists, so I don't know, and then college started. I should be more disciplined with it though. The problem is, right, here's the big catch as to why Amori. Amori is a horror game, you fuck! Why didn't you tell me that? So whenever I normally I play games, you know, at night and stuff when I'm not really doing much. I can't play Amori at night! Are you crazy? So yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah.
You messed me up. Pretty good. But yeah, no, love that game. Thanks for the suggestion.
Speaking of horror games, I was watching your guys' stream where you were playing, where you were building Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh yeah.
I was watching. What's his name?
Striker.
Striker. I was just watching Sniker, like,
Nice.
spawn things behind. I'm just watching him spawn things behind you, and then I was listening to you freak out, and you're like, where did it come from? He's like, oh, nothing. I don't know.
Did he actually do
Several
that?
times.
He didn't tell
That's
me.
what it wasn't every time, but there were a couple times. Like, you know, at one point where the puppet came into the room after you, and you're like, I closed the door, I closed the door. I'm like, yeah, you closed the door. He opened it.
Bro, that. Just give me a minute.
Just sitting there dying. I accidentally lost it when he was putting down the silverfish blocks.
Yeah, though I think that was genuine.
It was like, I'm sure it was genuine because I watched him, I was watching him put him down and I was like, oh god.
Yeah, I'm
That
so
was
glad I
having-
noticed
Like,
that.
it was so funny, but at the same time I was like having horrible flashbacks.
Yeah, remember when you hit peaceful and they all just disappeared? That was fun to realize for me when I built a giant thing and then it was all out of that and then the entire build just disappeared. That was great. Love that in Minecraft. Very cool. Did I just place a wall and then place a block in front of it? Yes, I did.
Were you just...
I can't believe I've become Striker's YouTube mentor. It's really funny. I've been helping him with like a bunch of his videos and thumbnails and the structure and editing and stuff. And it's great as well because I finally get to practice all the things I can't practice because it's the Undertale world.
Oh, let me clarify for chat. I actually really do like Five Nights at Freddy's. I do like that franchise. I'm like, honestly, I'm like Dodge. I can't do horror games. Like, I love watching other people play them and stuff like them. Personally, I cannot do them. I am a wimp when it comes to horror. Like, I was babysitting, I remember babysitting, like, a group of girls, and they wanted to watch Mama when it came out, and her mom's like, yeah, sure, they can watch Mama. I'm like, what? And I'm like, so, like, they're sitting there watching Mama, and I'm sitting out in the kitchen with my back facing away from, because, I can still see the girls, but my back is to, the TV screen, and I'm just like, I look I have, my headphones plugged into, highest volume, and I'm just looking over at them every now and then, and they're enjoying I have a 3-year-old sitting there watching Mama, loving the hell out of it. I'm like, oh my god. I can't do it. So I can't do horror games, so I'm the one playing them. I loved watching Markiplier play Five Nights at Freddy's. That's how I found out about Five Nights at Freddy's. I was watching his video when he first did it. So I'm very much looking forward to the Five Nights at Freddy's movie coming out. I'm hoping they do.
Oh, I have so much thoughts on the movie. I'm just not saying anything because I'm hoping for it to be alright. Okay.
I think we've talked about it multiple times.
Yes.
As long as they do the lore right and they don't focus too much on, unnecessary stuff, I think it'll be good.
Yeah, no, if they focus on, especially because, the lore at this point is so... It takes a lot to get to it. I hope they just focus on what they can instead of overfill the movie. Because then it's just gonna feel cluttered, and also you won't cover what you need, and it'll just feel rushed, and it won't be good.
I need to, restate something. I don't like horror that's, very gory and, jumpy and stuff like that, because I find that, I don't like being jump scared, because, but I love horror when it's that slow creeping horror of, realization of what's going on. in like the background. Like I like that kind of horror. If it's not too horrible.
See, I've got the problem with, like, I love horror, but at the same time I hate it because I'm scared of it. But it's also like, half the time it's the most fascinating. So like, I'm intrigued, but I also can't watch it.
I'm so excited because one of my favorite horror series is coming out. Like I actually just mentioned it earlier. Lord of Mysteries. They're coming out with an animation. They're coming out with the first season. And I'm so excited. I'm like, ooh, it's so good. It's so good. And they just came out with the first trailer and it looks amazing. Like, I'm so excited. It's unreasonably how excited I am.
I'm really excited about Lackadaisy. We love Lackadaisy. Obviously, completely just not a horror, as far as I'm aware. But, you know, it's, animation. Damn, did we really get through the Deltarune and Undertale, Homestuck songs? Granted, it was only chapter 1, but still. I didn't think I was going to be streaming for that long. What time is it? Oh, yeah, oh, wow. What time is it? Well, I just looked, but like... How long is the stream for? 2 hours? No, not 2 hours. That makes no sense. Almost 2 hours. Like... 20 more minutes, it'll be 2 hours. I'll finish the lighting and then... Well, finish most of it. And then probably end. Bah! Oh, yeah. No, the horror movies and horror games, I feel like are just two different things, because horror games, you experience it. Horror movies, you witness someone else experiencing it.
I can't do some horror movies, like Mama I can't do. They just had a trailer for like, I don't know, that movie with a hand, or whatever. And I was honestly like, at the point where I'm almost like, give me the ability to skip this commercial before it even comes on.
I know,
like,
I've had that happen as well, where I've had to like, just put my phone down, take off my headphones and wait, just because they've had like a random horror ad. I wish there was like a way to toggle that sort of ad.
I wish there was a way I say, okay, I see that this is a thing, I'm completely not interested, stop showing this to me, because it's honestly making my anxiety go up.
Yeah, especially when it's night. That's the worst, because that's when I'm on my phone more. If I'm listening to something, and if a random horror thing starts playing the audio from that, I don't want to be hearing.
Like, there'll be times I'll be on YouTube listening to something and I'll be drifting off to sleep, and like a video, like a trailer for like that will be on. I'll be up, awake, all of a sudden I'm like whip that phone like off, and I'm like skip.
Bye.
Like, I cannot deal with this right now.
Thank you for tuning in. I'm not ending stream. I'm just saying bye to people in chat. Yeah, no, it's actually, like, why, I don't know why there isn't a filter for, like, I don't want to see horror ads. Like, you'd think they should do that. It wouldn't even be hard as well.
And then, like, and it's, like, kind of sad at the same time, because every now and then there'll be, like, a horror trailer or something like that. I'm like, that's an interesting concept. Like, I remember one horror movie, like, my sister liked horror movies. She got, like, this one out for her birthday to watch with her friends, and, like, they're like, Sissy, come watch with us. I'm like, as a sister, I went and sat down with them. I was like, I'll watch the first few minutes, and then I'll go hide in the corner. And, no, because the movie was just, like, a reverse horror where, like, they have this damsel in distress, and the end's about to go get killed, and then damsel turns into, like, a badass and starts murdering all the bad guys.
Nice.
And I'm like, okay, I can watch this. Like, I find out, like, I know there's a very easy way to tell if I'm going to be okay with a horror movie or not. It's if the main character can fight back and have a very good, and actually has a good chance of winning.
Yeah, because that means it's an actual
it's a
Struggle.
like fight. It's actual like possibly. If it's like an unstoppable force that's gonna get you in the end, I'm just not interested.
Yeah, that's just like, oh, fear. Full stop. There's no winning here. It's survive. Great. Love that. That's just an absolute thing. The ghost himself. The ghost. Or themselves. I don't know what an absolute one of those are. I'm a terrible person, sorry. I'm gonna look that up actually. I'm curious now. The death theme as I do that, great. Okay, this is the common search term, it's okay. Okay, non-binary. Okay, I figured. I feel like this song gets ruined for me so much because on one hand it's a nice song, but another, whenever I hear it I just get irritated because, believe it or not, dying in a game, pretty irritating. Which is probably why I like the Deltarune one more, is because I've heard it so much less. Like the Undertale death theme, who can listen to that who's played Undertale normally now? Genuinely, especially who's done the genocide route. I can't stand the song, but it's really nice.
I like the song.
I like hearing remixes because they're very, very good, and I can actually appreciate the song again. But oh,
when I was dying so many times during my stream, I was like, I die. At least I get to hear the cool song.
well, I'm glad someone was enthusiastic.
I'm at this point, I just accepted really I'm gonna die a lot in that game.
Yeah, as you should. And you did. You were right. You are bad. You did it.
I do not have the, I'm not kidding. I took all my skill points and just put it all in the building and nothing else. And like, very specifically building houses and
and we appreciate that. Because that means I don't have to build a house. It's funny as well because like you'll get to the point where you have to texture a house in a really weird way, but it's not like a house. And that's like useful because I've only learned texturing for terraforming and stuff, and that's when it comes in handy. I feel like the Napstablook's a really good example of that.
Oh my, Napstablook's beautiful. Like I love what you did with Napstablook. Like, because I was sitting there like honestly not sure what to do with the outside. Like I think you kind of got what I was trying to go for with like, because I had put the sculpt on the outside of like the blue house.
Yeah, like there was like, the idea there. I was like, love the idea. We can definitely change the execution a bit though.
It was like, and I'm letting like, it was like, I got out and I didn't notice it right away because it was like, oh, that's what I wanted all along, and I walked away. And then you're like, pointing it out to me, I'm like, oh wait!
Oh my god, that is real! This isn't just me picturing it is what I want. Oh my god, the last chatter. Oh, Nairo, you're the only one left. No one else has stayed because it's late. How dare they? How dare they sleep? Honest. How dare they be responsible? I say with the home jukebox playing.
Oh. Did G-Spot show you the thing with the jukebox thing?
Cheesy Puff. Yes. It's not bad. We do need to figure out a solution for some songs. We're gonna end the discussion
I'm-
here because we can't spoil it on stream.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I only brought it up because there was only one person left, so like I was like reward for being the last person.
No, Cheesy Puff and White Top are still here. We're wrong. My orders are being leaked. Ashton.
Technically.
You saw nothing. Nothing was said. Anyway,
There's
guys,
nothing.
I love Deltarune.
Anyway.
Deltarune's OC. Haha. Let's talk about
Deltarune's
Deltarune.
great. I totally love not.
Oh yeah,
playing.
no, I love the way. My favorite part about Deltarune was when Ashton was like, "It's Deltaruning time," and Deltarune all over the bill. That was my favorite part of Deltarune.
I can't wait to build that without having like seen it or playing it or anything.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be great, especially with the way you're not allowed to look at references. Like, it's amazing. Okay, I think we changed the topic for good. I bet no one even remembers what happened because they've all got TikTok attention span. We're safe.
TikTok is ruining.
It is, but like, I appreciate it
Like,
personally.
oh my
because
god, it's
benefiting me.
like I'm not even joking. People are sitting there on TikTok thinking that people who are real aren't real. And
Wait,
they're
what?
hoax.
People who are real aren't real.
They're taking like do you know like in history how there was that woman who was born, she was both blind, deaf, and couldn't speak?
Yeah.
And like people on TikTok are sitting there saying she's not real.
Just another day in the
Denying her-
TikTok live.
Just sitting there going, it's a hoax. I'm like, no.
That's
it's
such
really
a
not.
random
Like,
hoax, though.
and
Why
then
would they
I'm like-
hoax
I'm like-
that?
And then they're like sitting there, I'm like, well, if she's real, why haven't we gotten anyone else like that? And I'm like, we have, you're just dumb. There's like a lawyer on YouTube who currently makes videos who currently cannot speak, hear, or speak. Like, all of those things. And she makes videos.
You should let me give you money. I will let you. Will you let me this time? Listen, if I had a way of people giving me money, I would have it in the link. But at the same time, even when I do, technically I do. I technically do have a way to have money.
The coffee thing?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if it has my new card details though. But I got a new card recently that updated. But yeah, even if I did, I would feel bad because like I'm not doing enough to warrant getting money.
I think you're selling yourself short. I think you are.
I'm
You're not
talking.
doing anything different from like Philza or any other streamer.
Yes, I am. They're better. They have they have 1080p, Ashton. I'm streaming in
I think you
720p.
need to not have this like. And how do you think they got there? By giving them people money so they could buy that stuff.
I thought you were going to say, and you should just get better.
No.
You
I
should
should've
just
said
get
you should
better
take-
Wi-Fi. Come on.
I like. They only got better stuff to do it because people gave them money to get better stuff to do it.
Okay, but well,
But what?
well, that's on Twitch, so it doesn't count. I guess.
Half those people stream it out on YouTube.
Okay. It's okay.
You could... Don't tell me you have a superiority complex.
I don't know what that means.
Be more confident in yourself.
I'm gonna look up the definition. No, I have the opposite of that, Ashton.
Well, I'm not surprised I got it wrong.
Ashton, you want to know what that definition is? That is... No, look
Sure,
at this.
Tell me.
A superior complex is the belief that your abilities or accomplishments are somehow dramatically better than other people's.
Okay, I meant to say the other thing.
You're like, wow, you aren't accepting money, you must have a superiority complex. Wow, you're egotistical and you're better than their money? Come on.
Okay, you're not like easy. You're not egotistical enough. There, huh?
Well, you.
You?
I
You
don't
tell
have
me?
anything to say. Oh, people are saying nice things like a white top. Listen, if I'm positive, I won't get better at things. That's not true. That is actually just a lie. Don't ignore. Don't listen to that. That is a lie. I can give advice. I won't. I'm bad at taking it.
I'm loving this soundtrack right now.
Oh, are you listening to the
That's what I'm-
Mills playlist still?
Yeah, I've been listening to it this entire time. Just been like I've had to stop myself multiple times from like humming along with it.
It's so good.
I like track 4 of Homestuck.
Guys,
I
please.
might be saying this wrong. Air of Grief.
Please, positivity. It does something to my brain. I don't know how to process it. Please. Oh my god. POV. Why did the music change when I did that? POV. Streamer.
Like I've stopped doing everything since this song's come on.
Sorry, I pressed the F1 button. I got confused. You know what's very confusing?
Is there another place I should put?
When you go into what's it called?
F3?
No, when you go into F1, will also in Spectator, because the hotbar's gone in Spectator, but I don't know, it gets confusing all the time. I wasn't even in Spectator, but I get confused if I'm in Spectator or... Yeah. I know what I'm saying.
Where should I put like these lights hanging from the ceiling?
As in the... What are we talking about? The leaves?
The sparkly lights hang the leaves, yeah. Like, is it good in here? I know I need to put some more down here. I'm just iffy on
this room down here is probably just going to remain unfinished because it's Squid's area and he's got some wacky ideas.
I don't want to mess with that too much. Like, the most I did in here was, like, add leaves up there and, like, right... No, I didn't even do it over here, and then I added some stuff to the water, that's it.
I think the only thing that's nitpicking me about the lights is the fact that they're so vibrant compared to everything else, and it's the most bland part of the cave.
Oh my god, I think I just found the screenshot you were looking for.
But, at the same time, I've not lit up the top of the grass yet, so I'll get back to that. But I think for now, the amount of grass and stuff in the amount of leaves on the ceiling is fine. I think the only other leaves that I might say is just random bits of leaves, and not the vines, just like some leaves
like
wrapping around
leaves.
these and stuff. Like just a tad, just to make it so,
Alright.
just so the leaves aren't so random, you know. Have little bits as well. Oh, I love Snowden. Not in the game. Because I don't want to build that. I didn't realise how much I didn't want to build Snowden until I actually stopped building in Snowden.
You don't like building Snowden?
I really don't. Not right now,
Like,
anyway.
Do you, like, not build, like... Do you mean, like, the terraforming, or, like, the houses, or...
Yes.
Just all of it?
Yes. It's... I love the idea of Snowden. Oh my. It's such...
Like, I really...
It really bugs me. It bugs me in so many ways. I can't look at it. You can tell because the moment I moved on from Snowden, after the first video back, I actually kept making videos. The momentum is
Like,
still here.
Parts of Snowden I really, really like. But like other parts I'm just sitting there like, I have no idea what to do with this. Like, we had that old, like, that whole, like, back area, and I have, like, a couple ideas on adding a lake in that back area where they get ice and stuff like that, but other than that, I'm like, I have no idea how to do the lake, I'm like, ah!
Yeah, exactly. And it's very frustrating. Shit, we will
I
light
really
up.
like this idea, I don't know how to do this idea.
I think different rooms are gonna have
Just not
different
done
lighting
it.
because some parts of Waterfall have been said to have crystals and stuff. This room isn't one of them. This is a chase scene, so we're not worrying about lighting up the roof to be all cool and stuff. But other rooms, such as the first room
And,
we
like,
built, and other
I
bits
feel like
where
snow,
they've
like, I won't bring that up now.
when some parts where they purposely mentioned that the ceiling sparkles and stuff, that's where we'll put them. Because there is definitely designated areas that the ceiling sparkles. Which is why we've increased the amount of amethyst building up to the areas, so, you know, it's building up to that point. So I think that room through there might have a bit more sparkle to the ceiling, and the Napsapuk area, because Garrison's Cave, but this bit doesn't, because it's just a transition room. Sorry, I was just explaining the lighting up the ceiling and stuff to chat, because they're like, why don't you make it, like, glowing like Waterfall? And I was just like, certain parts of the build are like that, certain parts aren't, etc, etc.
Yeah. Like,
I
not
love
every area, like,
I love canon dialogue.
and like, different ideas of how we're gonna do stuff, and like,
Yeah, and also just like they've even like they only mention it in certain parts of Waterfall as well. It's not the entire Waterfall. And the bit we're in is
and if
like
we put it everywhere, it stops feeling special.
yeah, exactly. Like we want to use it so it looks like wow, but if we use it everywhere,
there's
it's just
several-
like oh, that's how
There's
it's
like
done.
several places where it's like indicated to be
Yeah,
in the thing, like with like the telescope that he has, and like
yeah, exactly.
it's not even technically. It might not even technically be there because that's just a prank, isn't it?
Well, the prank is what he does to your eye. The stars is there, or the water.
Yeah.
But the telescope's real, though. It's the one in Snowdon that's a fake prank. And the Grilby thing.
You know what I can't wait to do, just because I have no idea how we're gonna do it.
What?
What's the turtle guy's name?
Garrison.
Garrison area.
Garrison.
Garrison's area.
Garrison.
Because like I love the idea. For him right
Garrison's
now.
area is such a cool idea. I just want to figure out how it's getting done, because that's a job for all three of us again.
That's just like I really like. I love it, and at the same time, I have no idea how we're gonna do it.
To be fair, from what Squid has said, it's not going to be that difficult. It's just going to be different, because it's going to have like glass crystals instead of just amethyst. Which I know what he's talking about. I can tell you, it's not difficult. It's just we have to practice doing it.
I just love the idea of him like curling up to a ball and going kabamza.
Oh yeah, the
I love
entrance
it
way to
so
Garrison's
much.
eye. Oh, that's weird. I have to go over after I
He
completely
makes-
forgot about the stream. What happened? Well, a lot of things. Not really. We've just been talking about plans for each part of the rooms, misconceptions about Waterfall, Ashton being Ashton, typical stuff. Extra. Hello, Wolf. Hello, Gary's son. I don't know who that is. Gary from SpongeBob. Who knows? I can't believe Gary from SpongeBob is canon to the Undertale build. New lore drop. That's the lore we've been looking for, Ashton.
Gary just become. They're not wrong.
Wah. Ooh, I can't wait to look at this room after. I can't wait to hear it as well.
After stream, are you just gonna take down the wall, just look at it as a whole?
Yeah. I showed stream, but last time I showed them it was already a big teaser, and this time it's like the room's actually done. There's detail. 90%. There's probably some details we're forgetting about, but we'll figure that out in 2 years. I think.
I'm sure, like, we'll fly, like, we'll be like, the map's done, it's finally done, and then we'll walk through the entire map, and then we'll, like, announce, like, it's not actually done, we're gonna take a couple months to redo some of these songs.
We've done that before, so it's possible.
Because I've done that in the, like, even in my map, I'm like, okay, I got these done when I came in, like after the Caves and Cliffs update, I'm like, no, this area's not done.
But to be fair, if I finish a video and then an update or something changes it, I release it anyway,
like,
and then that's something we go back to. Because, like, you know how some rooms is a lot more updated than, like, the recent runes room versus the ones from, like, 2 or 3 years ago now. Those are very different, and obviously there's some changes we're gonna make to the old ones, but it's not worth the whole video for it.
Because we don't know what, like, in Minecraft, like, Minecon is coming, like, Minecon stream, or whatever they call it this time, is coming back around, and we don't know what blocks they're gonna be introducing, or what mechanics they're gonna be introducing, what could change the build, and what could shape anything.
Yeah, like, you know the marsh with all those blocks, literally all those blocks aside from the coal we didn't know we were gonna have. When we started this build, we were so lucky with that update. It was actually the coolest thing they could have announced for us, specifically for that area. Oh, there's no leaves here. Oh, damn.
So many leaves and, like, so many things that just didn't exist before and that now do.
Yeah, like, half the blocks we're using right now wasn't here.
Weren't a thing.
Like, the mud, the mangrove stuff and all that, we didn't have that.
Yeah, these are all mangrove leaves and shit, like, none of this was around. The wall thing? The wall trick you keep on doing?
Yeah, that
I've
wasn't...
done that, like, just 2 years ago.
That was a very new thing for when we were building that room, like... And oh my gosh, that's probably it's still one of my favourite things they've added. It's so useful.
What do you hope they add this time?
I haven't hoped for anything from Minecraft releases in a very long time.
Probably the safer thing to do.
It is, and because of that, I've never been disappointed. Because whenever there is a random feature that I do like, it's just like, oh neat! Instead of, oh, I wish they added this or that.
All I know is that I'm probably going to be disappointed no matter what with the vote this year.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do this year, but I don't think it's going to be much.
Because even like the thing I vote for wins, I'm usually disappointed with it.
Yeah.
Because when it comes out and they just don't do it the way, like, people interpret it would be like. And then... I'm just looking forward to, like, new blocks and just, like, give us good... All I really want, it's probably not gonna happen, all I really want is, like, some good blocks that are, like, metal-based.
No, you're so right. But
it's not gonna happen, but I really want them.
Yeah. Especially with the time that Minecraft takes place in, that's, like, very difficult to get, or justify.
Like... Just some metal-based blocks would be so useful, or like just changing the text. Honestly, if they just changed the text, tweaked the texture on the iron gold, and like metal blocks, so they aren't like a square.
It's
and,
the,
like,
what gets me the
and, like,
most with those blocks.
other.
Yeah, the outline of it. It's so irritating.
Like if they just got rid of the outline.
Like, didn't they?
That one
Lapis used to be connected, wasn't it? And then they made it have an outline. Like, why? It was so nice
like,
before.
If they just did that and got rid of those, like, outlines, like, even the fucking glass... I swear again. But, like... Now I'm paranoid about it. Like, even the glass texture, like, if they just got, like, rid of, like... the lines, it would be so much more usable.
To be fair, the glass is one I'm less bothered about because...
Like, I get it in the inventory, but like when you have like when you like want to do like a big build and you need to use glass for it, it looks awful.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, I wish there was an option to like switch it because
Like if there's like if you could like if you could smelt glass, let's smelt it again to get rid of the glass. That'd be great.
yeah, because
Like,
I find
you
them like normal glass, but if there was a way to have both, yo. Oh my god, Lancer's here. Lancer Deltarune. And Frozen Pickle Man. Hello. Mad Dummy immediately starts playing. We're mad at you. How dare you be here? We're gonna start raving in feet. How are we looking? Actually, I'm gonna look away once I place all these because it's a giant segment.
Heck, if they just added like their own wood type for the what's the tree? The azalea tree. If they added like a wood type for the azalea tree, I'd be happy.
What was? Yeah.
Cause that's just oak, and I'm so sick of that. Heck, even if they like took the oak tree that's currently in the swamp and made it slightly different and made the wood tone on that slightly different, I'd be happy.
Yeah, if it looked murky or something, that would be so useful.
Like, I'd love like an azalea wood type, and you know what wood type I really want?
What?
I want like a green wood type that B-Dubs had in his videos, like, cause he had a texture pack where he added like a green like colored wood, and I love that color. I love that wood. And like that.
I don't
so
think
useful.
I've seen
We
that.
need more green. Like, it's a very like if you go to some of his older videos, you see it, and it looks great. Like if we had that texture in this right now, you'd be using it all over the swamp right now.
Probably. I can't even complain about what we've gotten for the swamp so far though, because let's be honest, the mud and stuff, it was already perfect for what we've used, so I'm not mad at them for it at all. It's just, I wish they kept up with that sort of thing.
Oh, I hope everyone got their moved over their accounts.
Oh yeah, they just wiped all those accounts.
Yeah, like they're giving people everyone one last chance to do it.
Yeah, I thought the migrations
had,
already
like-
happened.
It was technically supposed to happen, but like leading up to like an hour before like the deadline, like people were on the internet freaking the fuck out because they were trying to figure out like because there was a bunch of people who were like, there was a bunch of people who waited last second, and then they went to go do it and they realized they lost their fucking email or something. They didn't have the email or whatever, and they're trying to get the email back, and like just a whole bunch of stuff that happens. So they're giving people like one last chance to like get stuff done. I think they extended it by like a week. So got like one more week for if you have like if you have an old Java account and you don't want that to be deleted into infinity, you might want to go do something about that.
Yeah, if anyone here is still using a Mojang account and not a Microsoft one and hasn't migrated it, go do that. So you keep your account and don't lose it.
Go do that. There is something interesting that's gonna happen after like some time after all this is done and said. There's gonna be so many new account names that are gonna be available now.
I won't lie, I was looking at the Doge name. But I think it's already gotten re-got, so that didn't
Well,
work.
if like, the name there's a lot of names out there right now that have been taken that they're gonna stay taken until like their account gets deleted. If they haven't like migrated their account, if their account hasn't been migrated, and they're gonna delete the account, that name's gonna become available.
If you are updated about when that's going to happen, the migration, immediately tell me. Because there's a couple ones I'm keeping an eye on, but I don't know when the migration is going to happen.
So so it's not gonna so the names aren't gonna words. The names aren't gonna become available as soon as the migration happens. It's gonna happen like they've come out and said because they realize there's gonna be a rush to get those old names.
Yeah.
They said they'll announce that at a later date. But I'll keep an eye out for it.
I can't wait to get a fifth Minecraft account. Is that crazy? I've got 4 Minecraft accounts. That's not right. Somewhere down the line, I made some very bad decisions. And I don't regret them.
I have 2 Minecraft accounts and I have access to a third if I really, really wanted it. I'm sure I could go up to my brother and be like, yo. And he'd be like, yo.
Yo. What's poppin'? We love the Undertale song. We also love the Temmie one, but for its own special way. Not one I would listen to, but I always appreciate.
I just thought of something I could do.
Neat.
Instead of just walking back and forth on that bridge, like not accomplishing anything.
Why are you the way you are? And this song, yeah. We love it. It's Lori. Oh my god, Lori, it's been so long. I've hated you the entire time you've been away. This is... Oh my god, wait, I've not had the build reference up on the screen, ever, while building this. That is not even the right build, never mind. Do I have an image of it? I don't think I've ever showcased what room this is.
I think you did once a while back, but...
Yeah, and I don't have an image of it, so... Yeah, well... You're not getting an image! Of course Spear of Justice starts playing when I say that. This is the room, but Undyne comes and beats you up for the first time, sort of throwing spears from the area behind this giant wall.
It's the first point when they start tracing you.
Yeah.
When the chase officially begins.
Except me and Ashen have built most of that wall, and we can't spoil it, so we're working on the room. But Squid left the country because he didn't build. Anyway, I'm not mad at all. It's just really funny being mad at him. I'm gonna act so petty when he gets back, and it's gonna be really funny.
Are we still doing what we said we were gonna do?
I'm tempted, but I don't think either of us can hold it together.
I mean, if we knew ourselves.
That's cheating.
I'll try if you try. I still think it would be hilarious.
See, the problem is, I don't know if I just completely forget in the moment. But yeah, no, I think we should try anyway. Just to be completely silent as he's just staring at us in confusion.
Which brings me to the other thing. Should we do that thing before he gets back?
The one with the Aaron? The one with
Walking
the...
around in circles so the spoilers go away. Because you still have access, right?
Yeah.
Ah! I think we should do that. At some point.
I think maybe not quite the thing we're gonna do, but just using the account for the build would be really funny. Just imagine, because what is he gonna do? Complain that we're going live on the Undertale build? Like, what an odd complaint. I'm sorry, it's not Spear of Justice, it was Undying and then Spear of Justice, I know. There's an instrument thing different there. Sorry, I don't know my hit Undertale OST lore enough. Was this seriously not filled in at the bottom here? God damn. God damn it, Squid. Not only do you leave the country, but the bit you did, was it even good? Okay, maybe that was put too meanly. It wasn't though, it was very mediocre, even for Squid standard. I'm sorry. It's true. He did like a rough mapping and didn't refine a single thing.
I should add something to this area, I'm just so...
Head empty.
Tiny bit, yeah.
There's not enough sea pickles. Yeah. Drip police. That might be a thing you're missing.
Yeah. I usually wait because they're gonna stand out the most.
Did I have not lit up this bit. How do I even light up? This is the most awkward shape in the world. You know what's really funny? I found Alphys's theme fits my voice so much better than any other song in the soundtrack. No other song has worked when I've talked about the build aside from Alphys's theme. Meanwhile, Squid has the whole roster of every single chill song ever. Good for him though. It makes his videos feel much more relaxing. I do love the song.
You know what I want them to add to Minecraft?
Alphys.
I want them to add flowers on lily pads.
I want them to add flowers. Just in general.
Just more flowers?
Yeah. More nature stuff.
I know they just added more flowers, but like...
But that's like,
more.
they're specific and they look a bit funky, which I'm not complaining at, but it's very difficult to use.
Like, I can only really think of like 2 places those flowers will work.
Exactly. Like
the
I
blue
love
one
them,
for,
but...
like, obviously the blue one will work for like what we need it to. The whisper flower or whatever.
Yeah.
Echo flower.
But you can't even place it on the
red
box that we need.
Yeah, like the red one, however, the torch flower, that actually works pretty well in the Hotland.
I've not seen the block.
Hotland? Like, the torch flower?
I've not seen the torch flower, and that's the wrong block. Oh, but it does look... Oh, never mind, I don't like that. I love indecisiveness. Yeah, when are we getting Minecraft the nature update? Come on, guys. I know we basically got that like 3 times now, but we need it better.
This is the torch flower.
Oh, that would work in Hotland.
Like, I like it because like, it almost looks like a poison, like, cactus almost.
Yeah.
It looks really good. Wow. My only disgrunt about it is that it doesn't play.
Okay. It might have been a glasses thing. I don't know, there's a reflection of light that really caught me off guard. I'm wearing different glasses and I don't like the
I hate
actual...
when you like move something, like there's like something reflecting off your glasses, like
Yeah, I think these glasses I have right now are very bad for the way it reflects light. In the fact that, like, around the rim of the glasses, a lot of the time it'll catch light a lot, and I'll just have this glowing at the side of my vision all the time, and it's so bad. I hate it.
I hate it in winter. Like, it'll be like you'll go outside, and then you go into the shop, and the lighting difference, like, it really fucks with my eyes with the glasses, because, like, I don't know, something about the reflection off my glasses or something that really messes with me. I'll take that over contacts any day of the week, though.
Yeah, I don't want contacts, and I never will want contacts. And people keep asking why don't I get contacts, and I think, one, I'll look weird, and two, I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, having, like, glasses, like, I can't wear contacts, one, because, like, my eyes literally, like, I cannot get them into my eyes without crying, and then, like, just, they're useless at that point, because my eyes are all swollen. And two, the glasses help me hide, like, the dark circles under my eyes from not sleeping.
That is true also. I love the glasses hiding that sort of thing. How is having no free time ever? Oh, I'm just ignoring the fact that I don't have free time.
It's, like, particularly bad with me, too, because every time I see my grandma, she'll be like, who punched you in the face?
Like, oh, it's me. My decisions.
Like, at the point, I'm like, do you think I'm just constantly getting beat up?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, I love another medium. It used to not be that great. Well, it used to not be that big a favorite of mine, but it's grown on me so much. I think another medium slowed down. No words can describe how much I love that. No, I have to, because I don't think we're gonna live through the whole OC. I have to get another medium slowed down. Desktop audio is coming out. I'm doing that. Oh, I can't get desktop audio. I can download it quickly. Another medium. Whoa. Can I get a good version
Sitting here,
of
like,
this?
making this feel overgrown.
Yes.
Oh, jeez, it's hard to walk through this.
Oh my god, slow down another medium hits so different. You don't understand. It's like a whole other song. Gonna cry.
Have you walked through this without like, nightshade on?
I've been going about it without night vision just so I can light it up properly, but I've not properly taken it in.
Walk through the tall grass that you need to walk through. I mean, should we put a light in this?
Yeah, probably. Or maybe around it instead of in it. Okay, I've got the song. Add file, download, another medium slowed reverb. Move that to the where. What have I done? And I've restarted. Oh my god, what am I doing? Here. There we go. I'm not sure why it's still showing that image. Oops. Oh. There it is. Okay, I'm just gonna move it out of the way. I'm gonna turn it up. Oh, it's so good. Actually, I'm gonna send you it. You need these vibes.
I will be checking out these vibes then.
Ah, it's so good.
Ooh.
Oh, indeed. And I've just broken into the wrong part of this build. Can I work? No, I can't. But what about this block?
See,
No.
now I want to go work in the lab, but I'm like...
Oh, it's so
too
good.
good.
Nice. Ah, I love this song so much. I should definitely add
This
it
is
to
that song I can't name that I love so much.
another medium. Always remember. Oh, it's coming up. One of my favorite parts. This part is so good. It's like, you know the end OST in Minecraft. It's like that. It's that good part of that, but Undertale.
Yeah, it is. Like, this is some like good music to chill and get stuff done.
We're making out the underground with this one.
Like, this is one of those songs that just makes me want to stop whatever I'm doing and go build.
This is one of the songs that make me want to stop building and go animate. I've got such a vivid idea of... I'm not exactly sure on the story beats getting there, but there's these characters that... The end is going to be a lot more on point to its name in this... in my imaginary world with my characters. And the end... It's for lack of any better way of saying it, it lives up to its name. And I want that part of the end OST, or similar to that vibe, playing as they look out of the expanse of the end for the first time. Oh,
Yeah.
it's so good. Wildcard, that's not my meds.
Excuse my squeaky chair.
It's become like, you know how like Cheetah's parents are always in the background of his audio. That's like, that's that sort of noise for you. That's what that's like for me now. It's like, I don't notice it because it's just all the time sort of thing. Well, not all the time. It's less common, but it's like
because I have to
Ashton
move my
OST.
leg. If I keep my leg in one position for too long, like, it starts to hurt because I'm old.
Oh, join the club.
Should I do anything to, like, the bridge?
See, the bridge doesn't... I know Squid said it was a bit... I don't know, I don't see much problems with the bridge. Like, the only thing I might say is the moss doesn't blend too much, but it doesn't really stick out either. It's not a problem.
There is something I do want to mess with is the, do you get what I'm trying to go for with down here?
I know what you're going for. Yeah, you can mess with that.
I feel like I should maybe move it out a bit, but, like, I'm not sure how best to do it.
My brother's been messaging me most of the time I've been streaming, being like, stop using the internet, and he's came into my room like 3 times. I've had to like tell him without saying anything to go away, because I don't want him to just like say something on stream, in case he like says something important or
I finally
aggressive.
got that like streaming sign for my room.
Damn, that's a good idea actually. I've thought about that and then I always forget.
The only problem is, like, I'm not sure if it's gonna stop my mother, because, like,
Are
me
they
and my
even gonna
sister-
notice the sign before they go in?
Like, she notices the sign, she came in, because, like, I put it up, and then I streamed. I actually got this, like, last stream, and I had it up. And then dumb shit, me forgot to turn it around, so it was no longer pointing out. I need to get in the habit of turning it around again after stream.
Yeah,
But,
because
like,
you
she
keep
came
doing
in, and
that.
she was like, it was, like, super quiet and moved around my room. Like, I'm not actually streaming. She's like, oh, okay. But, like, what I'm worried about is, like, this is something me and my sister actually, like, sat her down for to, like, talk to her about it. Because, like, she's part, like, you cannot come in, like, you cannot come into, like, our rooms when we're doing stuff, like, because, like, Anna has, like, my sister has the problem of, like, being on call with, like, friends or something like that, and, like, she'll come in and be like, do you know, like, whose underwear this is?
Yeah, you can't do that.
And, like, I'm like, you can't do that. And, like, if she gets, like, really angry, I'm scared she's gonna get really angry about, like, I don't know, I'll do something stupid and, like, didn't, like, put the pan away or something, and she'll come in and yell at me about that, and I'm like, you're live to, like, at least 20 people right now.
Yeah, that's why I've been so on edge. Anytime he's, I'm on the other side of the wall.
It's why I'm, like, constantly, like, I'm so thankful for these headphones right now, because all I have to do is, like, whip up the mic and it's dead.
Oh, but you do absolutely need a new mic.
Can't, like, I need a new mic, but, like,
It's the usefulness is definitely there. You can definitely get a mic, but you can just mute. There is so many ways to just have a mute button, but I always forget.
But, like, it's, like, I'm, like, it'll be sitting here and going, like, you cannot do this while you're alive, because you don't know how many people are going to be seeing that, and you don't know how that will affect, like, how many times, like, people come online, like, ran into, like, a live stream or been recorded and, like, had that ruin their lives.
Yeah, exactly. It makes me so stressed out when someone does, like, just says something or that. Or walks in.
And, like
especially when they're mad,
get,
they'll
like,
just say something.
Yeah, and especially, like, because, like, people get, like, a warped obsession of, like, that person from, like, that one interaction.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
we were just, like, talking a couple days about, like, Technoblade's dad, how, like, people were accusing him of abusing Technoblade.
Yeah, and
he
just has a monotone voice. That's it.
Yeah. So, like, I'm, like, trying to explain this to her, and she's like, whatever. It's like, part of it is because, like, she's, like, I don't want to stereotype, but, like, she's Gen X, or Gen Z, or Gen X, I think it's called. And, like, they're that generation that was, like, just beginning to get technology, and, like, if they were into technology, they were either really, really into it,
or doesn't get involved at all.
nothing to do with it.
Yeah. No, I get what you mean.
So, like, for example, the kid I babysit, like, right now is, she's Gen X. She had, like, this kid, like, really, really early, and I'm, like, and she keeps on bringing me his tablet that she got him to, like, check it and work it over and everything like that, and she's like, can you do, like, the parent control stuff on it? I'll be like, okay, and she'll be like, and I'll be sitting there, I'm like, okay, I did this and this, and she's like, yeah, okay, I'm not too worried about it. I trust him. He's not gonna do anything he's not on. He's not supposed to, he's like, it's not like he's getting on YouTube or anything. I'm
Bruh.
looking at the 30 YouTube tabs.
Also,
like,
it's not like he's gonna use YouTube. What? It's like one of the most, like, used
just
things.
like, no. I'm like, and, like, on one hand, like, you can't stop him because, like, he's gonna find out YouTube. Like, I know,
there's no way you can hide
myself
that.
as a kid, and, like, there's no, like, the best I can do is set up so he doesn't get on, like, the really bad, like.
Yeah, exactly. You can prevent the bad stuff on the stuff. You can't stop it.
Like,
you can't just draw a line. Period. It won't work.
Yeah, and, like, because you shouldn't draw a line. Period, because that's just really unhealthy overall. Because, like, if you ever sit down and look at the kids who had, like, that line drawn period where they never got to experience this other stuff, like, sweets, for example. If your kid grew up and you never let them have sweets, you never let them have soda, you never let them have any of this stuff, majority of the time when you look at that person as an adult, that child as an adult, they've gained way too much weight or something like that's not. It's not every time, but for the majority of cases, they've gained a lot of weight and they're eating and drinking all this like junk food because they're trying to make up for all the time they lost.
Yeah, plus they're not used to having to work it.
And they don't know how to moderate it.
Yeah, exactly. You've never had to deal with it.
They don't know how to like. So like, and like, you're. Like,
I'll get to the question. I'm just waiting for her to finish.
It's why like I won't babysit for like some people in life. Like, if you're like a parent who's like, no, my child shouldn't do this, this, and this, and like, no, you're a parent. You should be teaching your child how to do this, this, and this. Denying them access is not teaching them how to do it.
Yeah, especially because it's gonna cause problems later as well. Like, teach how to avoid problems instead of just get rid of. Like, you know what I mean?
Like
the problem's always gonna be there.
Where I live right now, like my family in particular, like alcohol can't have here you can't have alcohol until 21.
Yeah.
And like my family in my general area, like people I know are like will start allowing teens to like taste it and stuff like that around 16, and we'll generally teach kids because we know because we did it like because every generation has done this, and we're not dumb. We see them like sneaking around getting alcohol. Like they're gonna get it one way or another. At least teach them like what not
teach
to
to be
do,
responsible with it instead of just avoid it completely.
Yeah, because like my mom's like my mother's thing was always like, look, I know you're doing this. I'm not gonna give you the alcohol. You guys need to figure out how to do this. But if you're gonna be doing this, this is what you need to know. Never drink on an empty stomach. Never do this, this, and this. And like do it in moderation. And if you are ever in a situation where you think things aren't gonna go well and you need to get out, call me because I will come pick you up. And that's like, I feel like that's a lot of like the stricter parents miss out on. Like, if things ever do get bad, a lot of those like, because I knew a couple of those kids in like high school and like college, like where things really started getting bad and they refused to call their parents. And they'd run friends getting them out of those
and it would just cause more problems. Yeah. Anyway, on a positive note, what was that question? How do you... Question. Building the ruins castle, what's your advice? I can't give the ruins castle advice specifically, because that's the one that we haven't figured out. But, unironically, ruining it. Getting a design and ruining the design. It doesn't have to be a perfect design, because a lot of the detail is going to come from the ruining and the lighting. So just get a rough framework and fill it in and then ruin it, because a lot of the... You can ruin the parts that you've not completed and you won't notice.
You also have to make sure you don't ruin it to the point where it's unrecognizable.
Yeah.
That's like a lot of problem with like Minecraft's default ruins. Like, you look at the Bastion and stuff like that, you can't tell what the hell those were.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like that's one of the best things of the recent update they did. What's it? The Ancient City. That's so recognizable and I love it.
That's recognizable to see what it was and how it kind of worked.
Yeah, and
Where you look at the Bastion, it's just like a big hunk of like, it's like a big brick that's been bits and pieces gnawed out of it.
How do you build a castle? I don't know. I've not built a castle. I don't know how to build a castle. Trial and error, generally, yeah. That's like the worst advice ever.
You put blocks down, you look at them, see if you like them, continue if you don't like them.
Shape-wise, that's probably the problem that they're coming in. I don't have a solution.
My hardest thing with castles is just like trying not to do something I've seen before over and over again. Oof.
Okay, unfortunately, this song came on right as I have to actually end, and I don't want to leave with the song not finishing.
Like, my advice is like to figure out what you want in the castle and what you're gonna put in the castle, and then work from there.
Yeah, because you
Figure
can
out
find
how much
designs
room
for
you
that
need.
certain thing in that, and you can work around it.
Like, and that thing that you need like room for or whatever, like that will give you ideas on what
How
that
to do
room
that.
should be and how big it is and what you could add to it. And like, I think the worst thing you can do for like a castle and is just do a big empty room, put a throne in it, and say done. Because
I know a lot of people do that.
like it feels like it's like the default of what everyone does, and like a castle realistically is not like that. Because like even those big empty rooms, they had those in castles, but they weren't used as like a throne room. They were used as like the main hall of like where they needed to put the troops, or like where they needed to like put livestock for a bit if it was too cold out, or bring the citizens in when it, like the castle defenses were up or something. That was like more of like a storage room more than anything else. Sometimes it was used for like banquets and like holidays and stuff like that, but sort of like mainly it was just more for like if you needed the space.
I think, for stars, oh my gosh, the room looks so good. And two, I have to end right now. So, it's not a sad song. It's just a thought-provoking song.
Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.
She's not even
I
looking
have
at
no
the
idea when he's gonna end
camera.
this.